Anyway, let's do it. Everyone goes silent. Righto, and we're back for the aftermatch interview from tonight's grand final. Of course, it was Division 6, and there was all sorts of teenage angst in the build-up to this. I right with your keyboard, Jesus. But yeah, of course, this was V3 or Veni, Vidi, Vici versus Team Liquid. And it looks like we've got most of the members from each team in here. So if each team captain could introduce their team members joining us tonight. Start with Kaki.
Oh, alright. Yep. I'm Kaki, play Demo Man, get a lot of shit from people on the internet, but it's alright, you know, life goes on. We have Chrome on Roma, we have Roy on Pocket Soldier, Faith and Jack on Scout, and we had Dark on Medic. What?
And everyone's in here, yeah?
Everyone from my team is, I think,
we don't have
someone said that someone's not in.
We're missing Zato.
Yeah,
Okay,
but anyways.
so who's team captain for Team Liquid?
Yeah, that's me.
Sup, Sneaky? Have it.
Hey. Okay, I'm on Pocket. Zato's on Roma. He's the guy who's not here. Wilco and Time played Scout for us, Wilco being a backup, but still played an excellent game. Chocobro on Demo and Ivan on Medic.
Alright, wicked. So what actually happened there? Because Hero obviously usually goes for you guys, and Wilco, you did a good job tonight, and you actually played really well.
Okay.
With Time, but like, what actually happened with not having your scout tonight? Because that must have hurt.
Do you want to explain Sticky or?
Yeah, sure, I'll go for it. Hero went on holidays and ditched us. Pretty much.
Well,
Wow.
So, yeah.
and
He
me
had
being
one,
a
while in
backup, like,
advance.
I only had about a week and a half, plus I have a head cold. I've been working all week. That's not an excuse at all, but
So
yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, that
but it
does
was,
suck.
I'm happy with my performance, but congrats to V3, you guys played really well. I hope you guys go to Div 3, not Div 4.
Cheers for that.
Thanks.
Div 2, buddy. Div 2.
Oh,
Didn't you guys
don't milk it too much.
Oh shit. Okay.
We'll see.
carry the drone?
Indeed, we will. Well, let's start off with Granary. What went wrong there, Kaki? Because I know a lot went right, but
not much went right. I mean, the first round was like a pretty good show of what's up. Like, we got crushed at mid. Like, their team's mid fights are good. Mainly Zato, like, annoying us. If we had to summarize it into, you know, a sentence or something.
So did they pick Granary,
and then
or
we
did you
just
pick Granary?
We picked Gran. Like, to be honest, we weren't really happy. We were hoping Gully was in the pool. That's by far our best map. Like, yeah, we would really have liked to play Gully. That aside, we were considering picking Snake. Like, we don't mind it. But then we were just like, whatever, fuck it, Gran. We knew we were going to eliminate Badlands because we'd played them twice on it and they'd beat us both times. And that was the only map that we felt like they were really strong on. And then, we would have taken GPIP, but we thought they'd eliminate it. So, I don't know. That left us with like Gran or Snake to pick. Because we figured like, we don't really care if we play Viaduct. Like, the score was 4-0, but like, it's not really a reflection of what's up. It's more like...
Well, yet again, it's
I don't know how to put it. Like,
so.
we more fear the mid-fights versus them, but we played them on Granary somewhat recently, and we beat them 10-1 or something. And the only loss we had was like some all-in back cap. So we felt pretty confident against them on Gran. That's why we picked it. Not because we think it's our best map or anything.
Yeah, it was Zato. Like, even as me and Fate, we were just like, I was tunneling him every mid, and I just couldn't stop him from jumping us.
Yeah, I noticed your defense was really stellar on Viaduct, maybe because you had a little bit of height, I don't know, but on Granary, of course, you were having so much trouble shutting them down, even if it is a bit more, choky.
Yeah.
But
Which was the team that managed to hold last with Uber disadvantage 3 times in a row and then push
Yeah,
on?
that
Liquid.
was us.
yeah,
That was huge.
that was terrible, and then
How
we
was
thought we
Mumble
were
at
going to
the
see it
time?
again.
Oh, the
that was
Mumble
just
was
bad
hilarious.
pushing by me, mainly, I think. I don't know, I get caught out too much, like, Uber jumping and pushes in last, and I just felt like, I'm just going to, like, not die. And I just didn't do enough damage, I think, and that's why we didn't win those pushes.
And there's nothing like heavies defending in Div 6. That's just always awesome to watch.
Such a good class.
Like, say whatever you want, Griever, about divs, but, like, it's a good defensive unit.
Yeah, as you guys found out. But, well, let's...
Ouch.
No, I'm not ragging on him at all.
Not even ouch. It's a good strategy. Like, if Div 1 players think it's bad, like, I don't think it's easy to summarize like that.
No, they definitely pull it out in certain situations. But let's flick it over to Snakewater. So you guys obviously picked Snakewater. What happened there, Snake?
Snakewater, we were really committing to Zato's fast bombs. Like, that's something we picked up pretty recently and
Has he been watching
thought it was
Rain
pretty
Pod?
novel. No, he hasn't. but we've just worked out. We had a fast rollout for Granary as well, but didn't end up using it. And we just based pretty much all our rollouts after that fast bomb, and it just wasn't working out. They were just crushing Zato when he bombed. And from there, we were just playing with the player down and just got destroyed by their double bombers. And from there, it was just straight through to last.
Yeah, obviously we should have backed out when the double bombers come out and tried to deny as much as possible. But having, like, Zato bomb so frequently all the time, we obviously should have mixed it up, but that's apparent to us now. So, like, having a Zato, not on a passive, but, like, not having such an aggressive rollout probably would have changed a bit, but you never know.
I don't know if you guys could back out though, because like the reason your mids are so good is because he bombs, but you guys have already
You all
pushed.
just tunnel forward, yeah.
Yeah, no, they've already pushed, so like you're already there to support. So if he's bombing, then you guys are like on the point, so you can't really get out.
It's
That's
the
it, though.
occasion, yeah. It's the occasions that, like, when Zato like bombs and does nothing for like 3 seconds, and then then he dies. Or, like, oh, we didn't read that. It's like, yeah, we should start probably pushing and falling out now. But it's arguable either way.
Some of the rollouts he was so fast that he was dead before the scouts even arrived.
Yeah, Raid's got competition.
Yeah, well, he did get Kaki on one of them, and that still backfired. But yeah, I was wondering if you guys were going to change it up after it failed a couple of times. But it is obviously pretty hard midway for a grand final to just completely go and fiddle with your strats. Without
We do it.
But okay,
Doesn't always work.
yeah. Well, I've got to ask about Viaduct because, like, obviously the score is completely one-sided, but the actual game wasn't completely one-sided at all times. Sneaky, like, obviously when you guys didn't ban out Viaduct, but you didn't pick it either. Does that mean that you guys were like, we can probably beat them on it, or were you just leaving it?
We thought it would be even, like, after the first round where we only just beat them on Viaduct. Like, we didn't want to pick it because it isn't one of our strongest maps. Like, our team's just really good on 5 CPs, and Koths and GPIT and all that are just terrible for us. So we didn't want to pick it, but we didn't want to waste our elimination on it, since we knew GPIT is good for them and terrible for us. So
Yeah.
we just left it there.
And of course, time, you obviously went sniper for a bit. We're just having trouble warming up and getting into it.
It was just it wasn't even like the warming up, it was just like I was shaking by that point pretty much. So there was just no chance of me hitting anything. Like the shot on Faithless was like a complete fluky flick, even that wasn't anything to do with aim.
Alright.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to. If you guys watch my sniping Gran, I like charge up and then flick like 90 degrees on the screen.
For a while, I actually used to have a button on my mouse that would, like, lower my sensitivity to really low,
Yeah,
so I wouldn't
smart.
accidentally flick. It didn't prove too useful, but it's actually worth considering.
I tried
You can
doing
have
that
flick-
recently with acceleration on Scout and really low sense, but I just couldn't get used to the two different ones. Like, they would
Yeah.
drive me nuts.
Nah, mate, you need more 2-4. But, but alright. Mercy, do you have anything to add before we go through for some shout-outs?
No, it's been good, man.
Cool. Actually, before we do the shout-outs, first of all, we'll start with Kaki. You guys are obviously going to stay together, and where are you looking to hit?
Well, the next move is we're playing in the ATF2L, and we've got like one little roster decision to go through, and that depends on whatever. I won't get into specific, but a little bit of that. No, we're definitely staying together, and we're hoping that by next hour, because we've been playing a few Div 2 and a lot of Div 3 teams, and we've been doing pretty well. Like, if not winning, it's been close, do you know what I mean, kind of games. So by next hour, we're hoping for, ideally, Div 2, but, I mean, like, Div 3 would be fine. I'd just rather, like, go as far as we can in terms of challenge.
Aim as high as we can, but I reckon most likely Div 3.
Yeah.
Why would you say that, buddy? You're fucking killing our chances.
You guys can certainly do it. You guys got it for sure.
But like, I don't know, we've just done well against the team, so I'd rather play versus them in tough matches than, you know, but like, it's just insulting to be put in Div 6. That's like, this whole comment where people are giving me shit is just like, well, you know, we wanted more of a challenge. And like, yes, Liquid are a decent team, but they probably shouldn't have been in this Div either, do you know what I mean? I'd rather it was just sorted in a bit of a better way where all of the matches were even instead of just like 5-0, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0 close.
Yeah, I was pretty even when I was accepted to Div, I've gone Div 2 like a while ago. I was just like a long time ago, like nearly 2 years ago. I was still surprised to be allowed like as a backup, but like still for a call like to play Scout as well. But it still doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah, not to get into it too much, if I remember rightly, Kaki, you guys didn't have Aussie Foul or anything, so I don't think there was much to base you as on. But either way, like, you guys have obviously Rickrolled for you get some lovely shit next to your name in Oz Fortress, and from the sounds of things, you guys have got a decent place to head. As for Team Liquid, what are you guys planning to do?
Post OWL, I'm jumping ship. I'm joining another team, but I think the team plans to stay together.
I better
Tell them what
interrupt
team
there,
it is,
because
Sneaky.
this is
Tell them
pretty
what
important.
team.
Yeah,
Sneaky's going to SPR for Div 1, Div 6 Scout, Div 6 Soldier to Div 1 Scout.
Nice.
Cop that a bender.
Alright, jeez, 2 and 2 seasons, what is this? Alright, well, let's do the shout out thing then. We'll start off with Chocobro.
Hello.
Hi, Chocobro,
Best
welcome to
shout
the
out
GTV stream. You can give your shout out now.
Okay, I'd like to shout out to someone that was just listening in the entire game, Madcap, because he's been very supportive the entire time, and he likes to bag me when I do something wrong. Yeah.
Cool. Alright, Chrome.
Just the rest of my team. Casters. Liquid for giving us a good match.
Sick. Dark.
TSTM, Brutalix, Dylan, Eamon, Roy, Gru, Pam, Smokey, Snake.
Wow.
Are you reading the list?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, I
did
was
you
just
write
going
this
through my
down?
friends list. Fuck it.
There's only 7 people. What is this? Alright, Faithless.
To us boys of V3, Team Liquid, the casters, admins, Tom especially.
Love you, Faithless.
Love you too, Wilco. And to Brute and Tainted Romance.
Alright, wicked. Ivan.
Okay. I would like to shout out our Roaring Boys, of course, for sticking for the whole div, no matter how much of a roller coaster it was. I would also like to shout out V3 and OFFS as being our main contenders in this division. I'd also like to shout out Sneaky's hat.
I
Wasn't
Jack.
even wearing the dappers.
Just like everyone in V3 and Liquid for actually being good sports in the end and giving us a good game, and everyone who watched us watch. Yep.
Alright, sick. Kaki.
I'm gonna put all my shoutouts in one basket, and I'll just go Chrome. He's the backbone of our team, I feel, and I really enjoy hanging out with the dude, and I appreciate everything that he does for us. So cheers.
Yeah.
Cool, that's cool.
There should be a plaque made for him.
This can be arranged.
Yeah, just shout out to the boys playing good, and Team Liquid for giving us a great game, and also shout out to Brute, Air, Cab, and anyone else I missed from back in the old DOP server days.
Alright, sick. Sneaky.
Yeah, just the team. V3 for the good match and all friends.
Alright, sounds good. Time.
Shout out to myself for being a Div 6 boat anchor. Shout out to Matt, Ryan, Dave, and Dylan, and the boys and girls from Anarchy GG servers.
Alright, wicked. And Walker, you can take us home, bro.
Hello. Shout out to the team, Time, Sneaky, Faithless, everyone in V3. Great game, it was awesome. Shout out to Cresco Casting. Shout out to Mr. GTV for casting the game. It's really nice of you to do that. Yeah, shout out to my head cold for being a dick. Besides that, good game. Thanks very much, guys.
Alright, awesome. Well, that brings us to about the end of our coverage, but not the end of the grand final coverage, people. So this is the last game for this week, but hopefully on Sunday night we're going to have the Premier Division third place match. Who's that? I think it's Spice Boys versus SQL, so that should be pretty sick. Hopefully that will be on Sunday. We'll be able to go check that out. Still waiting on that to get confirmed. And then on Monday we have the Division 4 grand final, which hopefully is going to be good. And after watching the Division 5 and Division 6 grand finals, it better be bloody good because they got a lot to live up to. And then, of course, the big one on Tuesday, we've got the Premier Division Grand Final between Team Frenetic Array, now known again as One Direction or 1D, versus Team Immunity, sponsored by Intel. So that is going to be absolutely monstrous. If you're on the stream right now, make sure you go check out Gravy TV on Steam, subscribe to that shit, and you will be able to get an event link when we go live. It's going to be huge. Shout out to both teams. Big shout out to V3. Obviously, you guys talk the talk and you're able to back it up. That's really well done. And yeah, awesome season, Div 6. Everyone have a good night, and we'll wrap it up there. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Thanks.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers,
Hi,
Sorry,
GG's.
I'm gonna go back to Mumble.